This was our view from the hotel we stayed in. It was called the Casa Condado Hotel. Aside from the hotel, here's where our day started and ended. Most of the bars, restaurants, and stores were located on this long street called Ashford. Everywhere we went, everything was in Spanish. The regulation signs: do not park, stop. Even the fast food restaurants: Burger King, home of the Whopper. The first place we went to was the beach. Although it was always hot, they were still in winter months. You could tell because one resident said in winter their tidal waves are much higher. During our days in Puerto Rico, unintentionally we did some sightseeing and took pictures of things we just usually didn't see. For the better part of the trip, we ran with the locals but had our tourist moments, like when we visited Old San Juan, one of the biggest tourist attractions in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And like tourists, we took some pictures. In Old San Juan, we went to a restaurant called Senior Frog. This was the sign directions for bathrooms. I found it funny, but sort of true. We enjoyed the nightlife in Puerto Rico. Always starting out on Ashford Street, we talked to people up and down the street and found out what was going on in the area for the night. One night, we got a tip to go to a club called El Rex. At first, we were a bit skeptical because it was a 20-minute walk from the hotel. But we went anyway and had too much fun. There was a studio above the club El Rex, and that same night we met movie director Christian Suá. He directed a documentary on Netflix called Osa Blanco, Puerto Rico's toughest penitentiary. Running around like kids in a candy store, we had sleepless nights in Puerto Rico. Sometimes it was hard to stay up during the days. To sum it all up, the trip to Puerto Rico was everything I expected and more, with the most memorable moments and all the little things in between. It might have not been the ideal spring break trip, but its experiences with people I'll cherish forever. For Aggie News, I'm Taimur Lapito.